Show number 19.
This Otaku's Life.
When I was in high school, I had a friend who occasionally filmed the high school basketball games. And one of those times, there were these twin brothers on the team, and one of them basically made a basket more than 2/3 across the other side of the court. Well, my buddy caught this on video, and he contacted one of the local news channels. And the sportscaster at the time made it his doozy of the day. Well, our high school team eventually made it to state champions. And it just happened that game was being held was at a Ivy League college nearby. And I don't recall exactly how it came to be, but I was invited to come along with my buddy on the team's bus over to the college where they're going to play the game at the stadium. And just with a chance of luck, they wanted him to also videotape the game. And I think maybe the reasoning for me coming along was I might have been backup video camera guy. So we get on the bus, we go from the high school, we get on the bus and we go to the stadium. And I remember we got there before anyone was allowed in. The place was empty. We walk in from one of the side doors and we come out of the locker room, and me and the other guy, we want to go sit down in the bleachers. And this place was huge. It was unlike anything I've ever experienced before. Now, I've been to stadiums in the past. I've been to baseball games. I've been to hockey games. I have been to local theater. But this place was enormous. And I wasn't walking from some ramp up into the bleachers. I was walking from the floor, then up onto the bleachers. And standing in the middle of the basketball court, having the ability to look around. This was larger than life. I felt excited that I was with the team even though I wasn't on the team, and some part of me wanted to root for them, not just because they were my high school basketball team, because that they were doing something bigger than themselves. Recently I went to a convention that I'm staff on, and one of the larger video rooms that I help produce content for, that I help run, has an occupancy limit of over 2,600 people. And this has been the same hall that I also have provided content, just me alone, in the years past, where more than 3,000 people have shown up when they open the other doors to the other part of the convention center. Just this one room alone can house a Boeing 747. It's humongous. And standing there in the room with all the chairs spread out, when no one's around, it really does feel larger than life. I was having a conversation with a fellow staffer when she was running this contest, and she was at the gear, and she was monitoring the audio, and I looked over to her, and I said, "You have power and control over 2,600 people's entertainment." And she's like, "No pressure or anything." And it was another moment, another installment of peeking behind the curtains and seeing over 2,000 people watching your event. And it's exciting when they cheer for the right moments and sigh for the sad ones. And it's amazing when they sing along. Being a part of the puzzle is even more fulfilling when the result is larger than yourself. And I feel that connection. I feel that common bond with people I don't even know, whether the room is 2,600 people or it's 25 people. I think finally back on that basketball game and standing in the stadium, looking up at the bleachers, because that's the moment I realize that I want to be a part of the production. Thank you everyone once again for listening and downloading, and I'm not going to repeat myself, so I'll try to say it as quickly as possible. We want you to contribute, and you know the deal. There's a couple ways to do that. Help us make show IDs. All we need you to do is record some audio and say, "This Otaku's Life," with pauses in between. And if you want to share a story and give us some feedback, you know, by voice, like recording something, we would love to hear it and share it. And don't be afraid. We want your contribution, and it can be on something we've already talked about or something new. So we look forward to that connection. We look forward to the future productions, and you, hopefully, being a part of our puzzle. And it's worth saying, so I'm going to tell you again, there are a number of ways that you can reach out to us. You can catch us on Twitter at This Otaku's Life. You can email us at thisotakuslife@gmail.com. And you can check out our website at thisotakuslife.com. So until next week, everyone, have a good one.